My name is Jordan Belfort.
3. Gluttony, glamour.
I made $49 million, which really pissed me off because it was 3 shy of $1 million a week.
The Way of the World, for the Wolf of Wall Street.
How much money? 72,000 last month.
This film is the true life, cautionary tale of Jordan Belfort, as told through the eyes of Martin Scorsese. On Wall Street in the 80s and 90s, Belfort was known as the Wolf. On screen, it's Leonardo DiCaprio picking his prey. Why did it take so long to get this movie made?
I think that this film doesn't really get made. I've never heard of a film like this getting made. Really.
3 hours, yeah.
It's it's been 6 years in the 6-year process to get this film off the ground, but I've been obsessed with it in a lot of ways because I feel like it's an accurate reflection of everything that's wrong with the world we live in today. I mean, the attitude of this character, Jordan Belfort, is directly attributed to the destruction of our economy. To, you can attribute this attitude, that's this darker side of human nature, to everything that has gone wrong in society, really. So I wanted to put this character on screen.
And he did. 3 hours of quaaludes, cocaine, cars, and corruption. It's what Leo calls Jordan Belfort's life of aspiration and acquisition without limits. There's still this big disparity between Wall Street and Main Street, and these type of things seem to still go on.
Well, not only that, if Jordan Belfort isn't directly, the problem with, what happened to our economy, but it's a microcosm of a much bigger story. This sort of hedonistic attitude, this desire to do only what's right for ourselves and no one else, is a reflection of a much bigger story about human nature itself. It's a satire, and that was Scorsese's attempt with it. He wanted to take the audience on this sort of hypnotic journey of what it would be like to only care about yourself.
Is there a parallel between Hollywood and Wall Street and what goes on there? I mean,
I think you could compare it to almost everything in the world. I don't think it's just Hollywood. Absolutely, Hollywood has that side to it as well.
What's the craziest thing you've seen?
In Hollywood, or in my life?
Well,
I've seen some crazy things. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I've seen some pretty crazy things.
So nothing you've seen made its way into any of those crazy scenes?
This was all really, Jordan Belfort being incredibly candid about his life.
And while the wolf's greed and wealth is unflinching and in your face,
'cause I ain't going nowhere!
his fall from grace isn't pretty either. Addiction, infidelity, and an ego-driven stubbornness all lead to his downfall and ultimately prison time for securities fraud.
But it's all true. That was what was so fascinating about this novel and this screenplay. All of it is true, and it's almost it's bizarre and it's surreal, and you can't believe that people are that irresponsible, especially with our wealth. But it's something that I've been so incredibly passionate about making for 6 years. I'm glad it finally happened.